how are you guys? It's Dr. Faith, your Faithful Doc, and today we're going to talk about something that's a little near and dear to my heart. Today we're going to talk about the shit that you put on your face. So let's talk about it. Today we're going to talk about something that is near and dear to my heart, and it's just a confusing subject in general. So what I'm specifically talking about is stuff that's in your skincare. So skincare in general, what a confusing ass subject that is. It's intense. There is way too many brands out there, and really the terrible thing about it is that nothing honestly is regulated. I don't know if you realize that or not, but the stuff that you put on your face, the most important stuff that people see in front of you, the stuff that you relate to other people with, i.e. your mug, your moneymaker, your schnauz, everything in this general region, how you meet people, you're putting stuff on it, you don't even know what it is. Look, I understand. Disclaimer, I am not a dermatologist. I understand that. But when I was in medical school, I was really interested in natural dermatology. I actually wanted to be a naturopathic dermatologist for a really long time. And I do pursue those kind of ventures when it comes to doing a lot more research. Here's the thing that I have an interesting qualm with when it comes to skincare in America and dermatologists in general. I really enjoy talking with dermatologists. I think they have very interesting perspectives, but my issue is with most people in medicine is that they have to have overwhelming research to dissuade people from doing things. My problem with that is that if we found research in which it can be harmful, why don't we just not put it in there? Why do we have to have overwhelming research and it has to develop cancer in a ton of people in order to even pull it out of our products? So that's a really big issue that I have with the medical field in general. I understand that we need research. I understand that we need medically science-based things in order to recommend it to our patients. But as we know and we're finding out more about is that the FDA is actually doing less research and they're trying to push products out faster. Now, here's the thing. Skincare products and supplements. Those are two hugely non-regulated industries. Our supplement companies, they don't have to do quality testing. It's not like medications. Medications you have to have within a very small limit of what's on the bottle because it could literally kill you. But when it comes to supplement companies, they could have a third of what they actually tell you on the bottle and nobody's checking it because it's all about self-research and they have to actually test it on their own budget, which they're not going to do. So they could literally make anything, put anything in there and then tell you it's on the label. Now with skincare products and companies, they also have the same problem where they don't need to be regulated at all. They have these things called proprietary blends, which is basically, we don't have to tell you what our active ingredients are, which is honestly terrifying. Every time I recommend anything to a patient, I make sure I look at the label and make sure what I'm giving them is what I know that I'm giving them. So I use a lot of physician-based good quality ingredients because I want to know if I give my patients 500 milligrams of something, if it's going to work, or if they need 1,000 or they need 1,500. I don't want to be giving them a product that has a proprietary blend and I have no idea how much this, that, or the other thing. It could be 80% fillers. Who knows? I thought it would be a really cool series if we talked about the skincare industry. There's a lot of people out there already talking about the skincare industry. I know. I've watched lots of dermatologists and they're all like,
well, there's not enough science-based things to not recommend them.
For my own skin, I don't really want to wait until there's a bunch of studies about women getting cancer to figure it out.
I feel like that's a pretty necessary thing to do.
Let's talk about some generals, shall we? On average, your skin absorbs 60% of whatever you put on it. Because guess what? The skin is not an absolute barrier. It's not a concrete wall. It's porous, it has holes, and things seep through them. So you have to realize what you're putting on your face, which is a very delicate palette. It's going to seep into your skin, it's going to get into your bloodstream, and that's why they have issues with certain kind of compounds that they're putting in your skincare products. So let's start with the basics, shall we? Speaking of the skin, I don't know how much you guys know about the skin, but let's talk about some anatomy so you kind of have an understanding of how skincare products affect you. The skin, 3 layers. There's a top, there's a middle, there's a bottom. Each one of those layers has something going on with them and what they contain. Epi meaning top, and then there's the meso, and then there's the hypo. Meso meaning middle, hypo meaning below. And the majority of what you want to be affecting when you do your skincare products is in the epidermis, or the top layer. Skin is not a watertight barrier. It's a watertight barrier in the fact that when you go and take a shower, you don't get waterlogged and turn into a balloon. But also, it's not a watertight barrier because things go through them. Skin cells are kind of like brick and mortar. You lay a brick, you do the mortar, brick, mortar. Those mortar areas in the middle, that's where things can seep through. That's why your skin absorbs 60% of whatever you put on it. And I bet your bottom dollar that you're going to absorb some things that you don't particularly want because you don't really know what there are. The ingredients in skincare products are a lot like the ingredients in baking anything or cooking anything. If you're baking a cake, for instance, you would want butters to make it all soft and moist and delicious. And then you would want eggs to bind things together. And then you would want flour to kind of give it body. Very similarly, you would want these things in your skincare products. I think it's important for you to realize that it's important to have certain things in your skincare products to get them past the barrier or to be able to retain moisture. Some people say that there's not enough evidence to dissuade patients from using skincare products because they haven't been shown in a huge population, but they have been shown. So that's where my concern comes in, because if I know anything's gonna hurt my patients, I'm not gonna recommend it to them. Now, the things that I'd be worried about would be the ones that cause things like cancers, things like they'd mess up your hormones. Now, there's some caveats I want to say because there's important to have some preservatives. Whether you know it or not, you have an ecosystem on your face, on your skin, where good and bad bacteria live. Your skin hosts a microbiome of amazingness. There are over 1,000 different types of virus, bacteria, and pathogens that live on your face daily. Natural things can go bad. Oils can go rancid. Some certain things you don't want growing in your skincare products. You don't want to be having bacteria, pseudomonas, all these really awful things that can cause you to have more infections and outbreaks. So you want your products to be safe, but you want to avoid ones that are causing things like cancer. Fun fact, skin turns over every 28 to 30 days. We start building skin from the bottom layer and it takes about a month to get to the top layer and then it sloughs off. So you can theoretically really get some good skincare going within a month. But you know what? One of the biggest tips that I have for you is if you're ever gonna do a skincare routine, make sure you give it time. It's not gonna happen in 4 days. I know we don't have a lot of patience. I know I don't have a lot of patience. But when it comes to skincare routines, we have to be able to give it time because our skin has to respond. A general skincare regime has about 4 steps to them, maybe 5 if you're really ambitious. A cleanser, a toner, a moisturizer, whether that be serum or cream-based, sunscreen, and then if you're really ambitious, anti-aging things. And that could kind of be in the serum category as well. So now most dermatologists will tell you that sunscreen is the absolute most important one, and they're not wrong because the amount of damage that we bring onto our skin from getting in the sun is impressive. And I live in Arizona and the sun's out all the time. Does that mean I wear sunscreen all the time? I try. So why am I making this video other than the fact that I find this stuff near and dear to my heart? Basically, I'm concerned. There are 4,000 chemicals on the market right now in skincare.
4,000 chemicals.
That's insane. And you know what? In the United States, we have the lowest standards for beauty products. It's impressive. I have a disturbing fact for you. There are 1,300 banned chemicals in other countries. And you want to guess how many we've banned in the United States? 11. That's right. 11 products are banned because that's where the FDA said, those ones are the worst. That's kind of... Am I wrong? So if that gives you any inclination that we might not be, I don't know, concerned about our health. So I'd like to make a series on this. This introduction video is kind of talking about your generals when it comes to skin health. We're gonna kind of deep dive into each section of skincare and kind of weed through the bullshit. Because you know what? You guys deserve better. You guys deserve somebody to be able to go through ingredients and tell you the health risks that are associated with them. Because doctors that tell you there's not enough research to dissuade you is kind of a BS excuse. You guys deserve better and you should really know what's in your skincare products, or at least how to read the labels. So this is part 1 of a whole skin series that I hope to go through with you because the beauty industry is huge. I don't think you guys realize how big the beauty industry actually is. It is a 500+ billion with a B dollar industry a year. And you know why? Because everybody wants to get in on it. The problem is that the United States isn't doing anything about it in terms of regulating its product. And I think this is something super important for people to understand. This is part 1 of the series. I'd like to break down certain categories of skincare. Then we could probably make it a thing where then I can go into hair care products and nails or something fun like that and be able to offer you guys some more information. So the next episode is going to be about cleansers, what you want, what you don't want. Do you want to cleanse your face a lot? Do you not want to cleanse your face a lot? I know there's a lot of information out there, but I'm going to give you some specific reasons why you might want to do it for yourself. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you like these videos, go ahead and give me a big old thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. In the comments, tell me what you're excited about. What do you want to know the most about? Because I really want you to ask me questions so that I can answer them in these videos. Because I'm going to do my general research, but I really want to answer the questions in front of you guys. So I'm really excited. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you in the next one.